The road swallowed another hill and we started down it. I stared between my horse's ears and felt generally ill-used. Paris, when we left, had been in full glory. Much is made of springtime there, but for my money, a warm autumn is just as spectacular, and you don't trip over nearly as many poets. The window boxes of red geraniums glow like embers, and if it rains, it only makes the sunlight glitter more beautifully off the window panes. Not a week earlier, I had been leaning on the windowsill, the smell of fresh bread wafting up from the bakery below my apartment, listening to the sound of two coachmen fighting over a fare. They had called each other the most extraordinary names, but because they were screaming in French, it sounded like a declaration of love delivered in the heat of a grand passion. Truly, Paris was the city of my heart. And now I was here, back in Galatia, the country of my birth, such as it was, riding down a road that made me feel as if I was being swallowed whole. We started up another rise. Hob, my horse, sighed as only a disaffected horse can sigh. I patted his neck. Hob was an old trooper, but technically so was I, and I didn't enjoy it either. Don't worry, boy. There'll be a nice hot mash at the end for you. I hoped there would be anyway. I'd written to Cadran, the man who kept up the hunting lodge, to tell him that we were coming. He hadn't written back. I was hoping that it was just because Cadran had never been terribly easy with his letters. But between the grim gray road and the grim gray trees and the grim gray sky, not to mention the profound lack of Paris, I was starting to feel distinctly worried. "Don't sulk," said Angus. "I'm not sulking." I didn't want to admit to baseless anxiety, so I added, "It's my tinnitus." This was true, so far as it went. Changes in altitude always set it off, and the train from Paris to the capital had been nothing but altitude changes. I lost most of the trip to the high-pitched whine somewhere inside my head. Still, it could have been much worse. According to the doctor who told me the name of that ringing in my ears, a few hundred years ago, they thought that it was caused by the wind getting trapped in your ears. They used to treat it by drilling a hole in your skull to suck the trapped wind out. Now they just said, "Can't help you, sorry," and prescribed laudanum to help you sleep. Laudanum sounded lovely about now.